I want you to imagine you woke up tomorrow, right? And you have all the money that you want, you have the career that you want, you have the love that you want. Like, literally, it just happens in one day. You go to sleep tonight with this life, you wake up tomorrow with another life. But who you are doesn't change, right? So you are still you. You still think the same, you still act the same, you still struggle with the same things, you still have the same beliefs. Like, exactly who you are right now in mind, body, and spirit, that is exactly who you will be in this imaginary scenario, right? Except for now, you're you in a different environment. Now you have everything you want. So if that happens, right, you wake up tomorrow, like I said, you have everything you want. Do you really think that you would be able to maintain it? Like, if you woke up tomorrow with $1 million, being that you've never had $1 million in your life, right? Assuming that you watching this video have not, how would you manage it if you've never had $1 million before? How would you know how to grow it, to scale it? Like, how would you actually learn any of the lessons of how you take that money and not only not just have it, but you know how to multiply it, right? How to maintain it. Imagine you get that dream career, right? But you did not go through the stages to learn how to become a boss or how to become the best you that you can be in that career. Like, imagine if you just woke up tomorrow and bam, you had it all. This is why the universe makes us wait, because if you don't go through those stages, that character development phase where you have to learn how to become the person that can have and maintain everything that you want, if you don't have that period of time where you're learning, you will lose everything that quick. This is why lottery winners who win millions, billions of dollars, they take their mindset with them, and most of them end up broke again within 3 years. Is because who they are has not changed. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Juditha, and on this channel we talk about all things mindset. We talk about your goals, your dreams, your fears, your insecurities, all those things that literally are going on in your brain, in your body, as you're trying to create your dream life, because I'm trying to do the same thing. So trust me when I say that I get it. I know exactly what you're going through, okay? So today we are going to talk about a topic that I know that you guys are going to want, and that is, why does the universe make me wait so long for the things that I want? Like, why does it take so long to get from here to there? Like, why do I have to go through so much? And I have a few theories as to why it takes that long, and I'm going to share them with you today. So the first reason that I believe the universe makes us wait for the things that we want is because the universe is going to give you what you need, not what you want. Okay? Sometimes what you think you want, there's like 10 things that you need to actually get through before you actually can have and maintain that thing, right? Let's say you want to be more patient. Let's say you're asking for patience, right? The universe isn't, you're not just going to wake up tomorrow and be that patient person. No, you are going to be placed in situations, you're going to be attracting people, you're going to be tested, right? Because if you want patience, you have to be placed in situations where you have to practice patience. That's the only way you gain patience. It's the same thing with your goals. If you want a lot of money, you can have a lot of money, sure. But if you grew up like me, where I had a scarcity mindset growing up, just because of what I've seen, I've watched my mom get evicted, I've moved a lot in my childhood, and there's just a lot of things that happened within my life that has created this scarcity mindset that I'm still growing out of, right? It's way better than it used to be, but it's a daily thing, and I'm okay with that. But I can't imagine if, like, for example, when I was in college, the mindset that I had in college, like, I literally remember getting like my first like big paycheck in college, and I also remember about a week or two later wondering, like, where the hell did all that money go? Like, it was one of those things. And what I realized was that growing up, like, my mom would have these moments where she was doing really well, but then, like, there'll be moments all of a sudden where she wasn't, and then she'd be doing well and then she wasn't. And it kind of made me form this relationship with money, that money comes, but it also goes as fast as it comes. And on a subconscious level, because I believe that, because that is the identity and the relationship that I had with money, then that's exactly how I behave. My money would come, and just as fast as it would come, it would go, right? So I absolutely do not want to be given $1 million right now. Or I would say back then, I mean, right now, I could take $1 million. I think I'll be fine. But back then, if I was given $1 million, I would be just like those lottery winners who are broke again within a year, because I did not do the mindset work. I did not create an identity of someone who knows how to manage her finances, someone who knows how to budget, someone who understands how to invest $1 million, right? You have to go through these phases. So whatever higher power you believe in a way knows what's best for you, okay? And you have to realize that, especially when you're going through moments where you're struggling, right? Where you feel like, why is this happening to me? Like, why does this have to happen? Like, it's in those moments where it feels like you will never come back from this. Like when you have those moments and then you finally make it out of that, you look back and you finally start to understand why that had to happen. And that's why you are in control of your life, but to a certain extent, right? There's still a higher power, God, the universe, whatever you call it, that is gonna have the final say. You are able to manifest whatever it is that you want, but you also have to be willing to go through the test. You have to be willing to go through the phases that will help you become the person that can manifest the things that you want, right? Because manifestation is not a magic trick. It's not something that you just journal about the outcome like 500 million times. It's not something that you just wish for it, you just say affirmations. That's not what manifesting is. Manifesting is always happening. It's always going on around you and in you. It's just like gravity. Whether you understand it or not, it is having an effect on your life. It is always occurring. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, it's when all of those things are in alignment with a certain goal. That's all manifesting is. You can't manifest without taking action. You can't manifest without having the right belief system. You can't manifest what you want without taking on the identity of the version of you who has the things that you want, right? So that's what manifesting basically is. And if you look at your life right now, you manifested it. Whether you like it or not, you manifested this experience. The choices that you have made up until this point led you here. The beliefs that you have about yourself and about the world led you here. Okay? Everything, every action that you've taken so far led you here. Okay, you manifested this. And this is the same way that you're going to be able to manifest the things that you do want, the dreams that you have, the goals that you have, the love life that you want. You have to just keep in mind that there will be tests. Okay, you will be put in the same situations until you learn how to never be a victim of them ever again. And being a victim of your situation just looks like, why is this happening to me? It looks like thinking that you are unlucky because you're facing a challenge, right? When you become a victim of your situation, you release control. You are giving control to something outside of you. You are saying, I have no power over this, right? And while you might not have power over everything that happens to you, what you absolutely do have power over is how you react. And that is the most important thing. Like, that is actually the most powerful place that you can put your focus is, how do I want to react to this? Yes, I'm going through this, but how do I want to react? Yes, I don't have enough money, but how do I want to react? Yes, I feel like I'm struggling with this, but how do I want to react? Like, how do I want to move from this point forward, right? And when you are in struggle mode, it's hard to be aware, right? So you have to pull yourself out of that victim mentality, because when you do, it's no longer, why is this happening to me? It's, why could this be happening for me? How could I react differently to this? How could I start manifesting something differently, right? And like I said before, manifesting is your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions. So you have to just think about, how can I change those three things to start to manifest the reality that I really do want, okay? Another reason that I believe the universe makes us wait for the things that we really, really, really want is because the universe is a tricky bitch, and she wants to see if you change, like if you really, really change. Like, yeah, you say that you want to meet the love of your life, but if this person who is demonstrating the same characteristics as the person before, the person who treated you like shit, the person who wasn't worth your time, like if you allow someone to come into your life and stay there who is not meeting your standards, the universe is like, why would I give her better if she's okay with what she has? Like, that is how it is. You will be placed in the same situations until you learn to react differently, right? So I'll use the example of being patient again. If you ask for patience and the universe is consistently sending you opportunities to be patient and you're not taking them, you will continue to experience the same thing, because the universe is like, she's not changing, so why would I? Right? You have to kind of think about it like that. When your reactions change, that is when you know that you have actually changed. So really just ask yourself, like, think about what has been repeating in my life. Like, what is something that I keep experiencing over and over and over? And something for me, like I remember back in college when I would lose friends, and it was just like, oh my god, like what is up with these girls? Like, it's clearly them. And because I wasn't aware enough, like self-aware enough to be like, damn, maybe it's me, I kept experiencing that same thing over and over. Like, I'd have some friends, it'd be all cool in the beginning, and then by the end of it, it's like I can't stand those girls. Like, who were they, right? And then I had to realize, like, maybe the fact that I'm the common denominator in all this, maybe it's me. Maybe there's something I could change about myself, right? Because at the end of the day, I could not change anything about those girls. Whether they were to blame or not, like, it doesn't matter. I go about the way how I see life now is I am always looking for what I can change. I am always looking for what I can do better. Like, it doesn't matter what that other person did to me, right? It's like, what can I do better? Why did I accept that? Why did I accept that for so long, right? Why did I allow myself to be in that situation where I knew I wasn't being fulfilled, right? Where I knew my worth wasn't being honored. So that's the same way you have to look at your life. Just think about things that are repeating. It could be small things. It could be big things. It could be, that you keep experiencing the same people, whatever it is, like, learn from it, because when you learn from it, you get to move on from it. Another reason why the universe is making you wait is because the reality that you have right now is just reflecting back to you who you are being. And in order for you to create a new reality, the one that you want to manifest, you have to be able to look at your reality right now and see that this is who I'm being. Like, when you are at a job that you don't like, you get to look and see, well, who am I being? Why am I attracting this type of position? When you are attracting friends, when you're attracting people that aren't treating you right, you get to look at yourself and say, well, who am I being? Why am I attracting this? And I know that this can sound really heavy, right? It can sound like I'm saying everything is your fault. Like, it's your fault. It's your fault that things aren't working out for you. It's your fault that, people aren't treating you right. And I don't mean for it to come off like it's your fault. But what I am saying is that it's your responsibility. Okay, it's your responsibility to decide how long you allow someone to treat you a certain way. It's your responsibility to decide how long you're going to stay at a job that doesn't appreciate you, right? And I totally understand, like, I need money. It's not practical for me to just stop working. It's not practical for me to just quit. I understand that. But if you have faith in a higher power, like, if you believe in the God that created you, you cannot possibly believe that you were meant to be on this earth and consistently experience things that don't feel good to you. Like, the whole point of experiencing that contrast, and what contrast is basically just when you experience things that you don't want so that you're able to know more of what you do want. And that's all those situations are there for. They are there to teach you something. Like, open your eyes and you'll see it. Like, just look at, what is this teaching me? Why is this happening? How can I be better as a person so that I don't end up in these situations anymore? Okay, that is what that contrast is there. It's just there to teach you stuff. You don't have to think that you're unlucky because you're not. Okay, it has nothing to do with luck. You just have to find your path of least resistance. Okay, and your path of least resistance lies in your ability to consistently choose your perspective on everything that happens to you. It lies in your ability to consistently choose the mindset that you need in order to reach the goals that you have. That is where your path of least resistance is. Okay, so the universe will continue to make you wait if you are not waking up to the fact that your reality is just reflecting back to you who you are. And when you want your reality to change, guess what? You change. You change and your reality will change. You can't wait for your reality to change and then you change, okay? Like, this is why I tell my clients all the time, like, if it's financial freedom that you want, you can't wait for the money to come and then you change your habits, your routines, the way you think about money. No, you have to do that now. You have to change your limiting beliefs. You have to uncover what it is that could be keeping you stuck in this scarcity mindset. You have to move as if you are the version of you who has already made $1 million, because that version of you makes decisions differently, right? And then it's a fine line, because when I say move like the $8 million version of you, what I'm not saying is to go spend money that you don't have, or to just be financially irresponsible. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that the version of you who knows how to manage their finances, whenever they want to make a purchase, they will think about it. Like, do we have this right now? Is this a purchase that I really need right now? Like, is this something that I can afford? Is there something better I could do with this money? Like, 9 times out of 10, that is how the version of you that is financially responsible would make a decision, right? So that's just how you have to start to make your own decisions. And you apply this to any situation. Patience is required on your journey, okay? It's required for all of us. No one is luckier than the other person. Now, there might be people around you who make it to where you want to be faster than you, right? That happens, but something to keep in mind is that things that you have to learn is different than what they have to learn. So maybe that's why they're able to get ahead a little bit further than you. But make no mistake, everyone has their own challenges. It just might not look like how your challenges look. But trust me when I say this, everyone has something that they have to work through or work past or work on. okay? And we are all doing it simultaneously. Some people just make it look easy, right? I bet y'all look at me and y'all probably think I have it all together. And I'm telling you right now, like, there are days when I absolutely feel so lost. Like, I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, but that is just a day. That is, I don't make one bad moment make it mean that I have a bad life. And that's because I've learned how to manage my mindset. Like, I know how to manage my mind. I know that my beliefs, my thoughts are creating my reality. So I'm always aware of what I'm thinking, what I'm believing, how I'm acting, because all those things is going to reflect on the outside. Like, I'm not waiting for the outside to change. I'm acting like the person I want to be right now. Okay, I'm creating the life that I want to have right now. So that requires me to step into that version of me, and I do so effortlessly on some days, and then on some days it's really, really hard. But I am consistent with it. This is why you have to be grateful for that character development phase, because it is literally your opportunity to learn and unlearn. It's your opportunity to really try different things and figure out, like, is this really what I want? Is this really who I am? Is this really something that I can see myself doing forever? And that's not to say that when you choose something you have to stick with it forever, because I definitely think that your dream life will unfold in stages. So what you think you want to do in the beginning might not be what you end up doing in the end. That's how it was for me, and that's fine. But you have to follow those breadcrumbs, because those breadcrumbs are ultimately leading you to exactly where you want to be. One day you are going to be on an island somewhere laughing about this. Like, you are not even going to believe that you used to stress about things like this. That is it for today. I hope you bloomed. I hope this was helpful. Make sure that you subscribe and like this video. You can also leave a comment if this resonates, and I will see you guys on the next one.